it is over. Jewel had her birthday, but there's much more bigger birthday to actually celebrate and to trip over for entire 6 days. For next 6 days, I'll be rewatching Victorious because it's the best show. And usually when I see a movie and it's like the best movie, I have to rewatch it a bunch of times. But Victorious is a series. This will take a while. It probably be barely squeezable within 6 days. Hopefully it works out. And Victorious will have its own button. That is called Arius. Because Victoria got her name in Victorious, so... Which is not appropriate, because it's technically Ariana's debut on Nickelodeon, and it is the best performance, and probably even better performance than what Victoria did. Making her Victorious, so we can call this Arius. Very interesting flip of events, alright? You get Zoe one-on-one or whatever. Get out of here, Victoria. But Victoria is pretty high up there as well. Being the 5th, basically, girl on the list. You have my Powerpuffs, which is 4 of them, and then she's the 5th one. So that's pretty overwhelming. I mean, I would still call this Victorious if I had space for it, alright? But I don't. So... in your face. We can also call this curious or serious now, which is very, very powerful words, I'm not gonna lie. Even more powerful than victorious, to be honest. But whatever. Let's do it! Alright. It's a big deal, right? It's a big deal to celebrate someone's birthday when they themselves don't really celebrate it. What, Ariana is just posting more makeup brands on Instagram? That's her hobby? Selling shit? Whatever. Like, at least look pretty. Then you can sell a lot of makeup. Or just bring back the past. I don't know how you do that, though. I don't know. But I will do it. We're gonna get to remember everything she did. I'll probably clip those moments, or just like ridiculous, victorious moments. The way this button works is anything crazy happens with any of the cast. Basically, all the girls get to participate, because that's how these buttons work, that have number 4. There's usually 4 girls, with different elements, by the way. But you might notice, like, one of them is missing. You have wind element, you have fire element, and then you have the water element. I'm not gonna explain how that works. But there's one element missing. Can I find that element within the guys? Technically, yes. There's, I mean, him. But I can do one step better. Alright? There's another reason why this is called Arius 4. Is because Jeanette McCurdy, you show up, alright? Is kind of floating in the air, you know, in the ether. Then we'll be sucking in all the points that the boys collect. Because technically, if you add too many girls and make a Disney movie, they basically hijack the whole thing. So let's not pretend that men even matter in this case. They're just... This is a token boyfriend, and then you have a token black guy, and then you have a token crazy person. So here you go. There you go. They need to grow up, alright? And it's not a pun, it's not a joke, it's just like reality. While women get to rule this, you know, universe because they're young, cute, attractive, and whatnot. And they like socializing way more. Alright, let's jump in. Watch as much Victorious. This is, again, 6-day period. Hopefully 5, and there's gonna be some kind of ending twist or whatever. But, let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, and I will take screenshots of sexy things. I've already done like a lot of them. And in order to get sexy things on screenshots, you have to have a high quality video. It's so actually difficult for me to find like even a subscription service to buy into. At least from my location in like Eastern Europe. Congratulations. No good. You no good, you can't even buy anything. But it's like digital goods. What is wrong? So yeah, I'm forced to look at free stuff on the internet, and it's really difficult to find free uploads. But I found it, and it's like good quality. There's plenty of sites that give you bad quality, but there's a twist. All the episodes are mixed up, so you don't know which one you're watching. You're not watching in order. You do watch in order of seasons, but you don't watch in order of episodes. So I don't know. If there's you know, continuity between episodes, I've lost it. But at least we get a lot of pixels on the screen. Good quality, guys. All right, so if you're confused which episode I'm watching, yes, thank you. You know how I feel. Rex! There you go. Crazy person introduced successfully.
You my snot.
I mean, that's some commitment right there, not gonna lie. Honestly, now you understand why Jeanette is in this category. Sucking in all the points for the boys. For the boys, man. She kind of acts like the most boyish person, right? In the whole Nickelodeon universe. Pulling off pranks. And being mean and stuff. Jesus, it doesn't end there. The randomness, he just pulls up the sheets with technology, bro. It's the middle of the night. He holds mayonnaise in his cupboard. And somehow it calms him down. Man, your life is ruined, bro. This one scene. Oh my god.
Anywhere else?
By the way, the crazy idea is that basically literally every single girl is toxic except for Victoria and Ari. It's kind of like it's a weird one. Because you're left basically rooting for them. Like, Ari's not toxic, which is kind of weird, right? Like, why Ari stands out? Is this some kind of competition? And maybe it is. Maybe it is.
You want this cookie, don't you?
Oh, yeah, but if Rex wants it...
Tell Rex you want the cookie.
I want the cookie.
What'd you say?
Nothing!
It definitely has some deep psychological things going on here. Where you can, like, create a character who has more self-esteem than you do. It's kind of weird. That's kind of what makes you immediately crazy, and you can go insane if you allow that to persist. Obviously, nothing bad happens. But it's very interesting. I mean, it kind of throws you off into, like, this Fight Club behavior, where you have an alternate personality that has way higher ego and is capable of so many things, but it's still kind of separate and very hostile to you as a person. Here you go. Here's a proof that she's a water personality. the stupidest proof, but she's being called Crystal Waters because she faked her name. But why does it contain water in crystals? Which is, water and wind mix. Interesting. I don't believe in coincidences, but here you go.
Because I'm beautiful?
I don't love you because you're beautiful. You're beautiful because I love you.
Whoa.
Okay, that's some deep shit. Can we break it down? You beautiful because I love you? Neither of... I don't think it works. Because, if you love someone, they resonate with that and makes them beautiful, and you take credit for that. And it's just a, a cool little twist, but I don't think it works. But then what should you say? For me, the process is like, yes, you're beautiful. It's a great start. And I dig deeper and I keep finding beautiful things. And so far, we haven't stopped. We haven't stopped generating and finding beautiful things, right? That would be my thing. Obviously, you can somehow condense that, what I just said, but this is how I feel. So how is that misaligned with what he just said, right? You're beautiful because I love you. See, this is very interesting. Becca's like a very submissive person. It's kind of weird. So he just makes a twist to make people feel good. Yeah. It's kind of like a puppy. Puppy boyfriend. Wow. Oh no, this is it, man. It's the hottest moment in
Pepperoni.
ever.
Come in! Makeup time!
Fucking makeup time, dude. Oh my god. Damn. Is that purple, man? Trina is like fucking the best looking girl, technically. If you don't count Ariana. But like, what the fuck is this, man? And sometimes Trina does this.
Yeah. Grizz.
Lays on the bed. Basically, maximum pixels imaginable. You gotta love comfortable women, man. I mean, I could care about the plot, but the only question running through my mind is like, are those pink tights? Am I tripping right now? Because like it's different from her hand color, but it's just too difficult to detect, man. And now my brain hurts. Because this is the highest level, man. Not only she has like crazy introduction, but like dressed up like this, like what? Yeah, the tight conspiracy. Look at that. Look at that difference. Oh my god. What does the shirt say? I think I figured out. You start with here, like it's missing one letter, which is probably B, right? Break. And then you have heart. Heartbreak. Like observing this stuff, it kind of pains me that there's a potential to, rewind time and actually like capture these moments, and somehow they're really meaningful. Even though Ariana was like burnt out and now turned into who knows what, into Tori's face. All right, that's what she turned into Tori's face. Here you go. But you can still go back in time, capture those moments, and perhaps with the power of love, you just send it back, and she's beautiful again. Confidence changes people quite a bit. And, I mean, it's a deep topic, but I'm sure it's possible to go back. And like, it does depend on what you eat, how you behave, and well, who loves you and who allows you to do good things for yourself instead of bad things, bad decisions, right? Who cuts off your bad habits. So yeah, love technically is supposed to heal her back up. If you don't like how she looks like right now. And just the whole way was just a downward trend from this wonderful creature, I would say. And so with those magical words, it's now gold. It's Victorious is gonna be top 100. Or in other words, it's gonna be Victorious on my list. And that means something will happen in YouTube Rewind that involves it. In fact, it's the most wonderful time to start working on YouTube Rewind. Half of the year is dedicated to building things up and cleaning things up and just relaxing, just slowly climbing onto the mountain, adding new things sometimes. But on the second half of the year, we have to like slowly condense all the material that I've collected. And when does that breakpoint happen? Well, Ariana's birthday happens to be dead in the middle of, you know, the year. 26th day. I can, you know, take 4 days to relax after celebrating the birthday, and here you go. We can start working on Rewind. It's wonderful, man, how life works.
What do you care? I'm not your girl.
Come see my one-woman show Friday night.
Yeah, this started me tripping. Because narcissists don't really care how they're being treated, if they're being hated or not. They're just so full of hope that they will achieve their dreams or whatever. Which kind of made me trip about back with Smosh Reunion, when Ian and Anthony, in the end of the 1 hour interview, is like, you're an idiot if you don't watch and support us and whatnot. Like, what? So full of self-esteem, but like, they can be treated like trash anyways.
It starts at 8 o'clock sharp.
Yeah, you have to stitch the whole thing to understand, right? But she's still like, well, you're still interested, right? In order to understand a narcissist, you just have to get yourself closer to tears. You're chasing your dreams no matter what people think, and it's like people gonna trash you over and over again. It's kind of painful.
Scared. I'm a woman in Chicago who's scared.
Somehow that's like prophetic, because knowing what's going on in Chicago, or at least what happened after the riots. But like businesses like shutting down, it feels like, you know, America is slowly shutting down, slowly realizing, oh, we now have to pay back the money that we borrowed. Oh, oops. And things getting more and more intense, and I don't think America lives in a great amount of order.
So,
Perhaps technically these two girls are toxic because they're, you know, low on energy. Like, she needs Beck to be toxic, otherwise she's just sad and lonely. While Trina gives away energy to Victoria. I mean, she's stuck being her sister. So she's always around. But Victoria's water and she's fire. Even though, like, Victoria's like not like toxic on her, but it's still like just being around a person that drains energy. I guess just they're technically naturally toxic because of that. That's kind of weird. Also, we get to see this. The makeup. Rundown.
I got a little makeup on your pillow.
Yeah, it's so cool. You wouldn't actually, like, put makeup on your face if you're prone to crying. But, that's what makes this moment so special, I guess. Also, it makes me wonder why Avril Lavigne kind of likes this style a little bit, too. Isn't she a narcissist? This kind of summarizes why I like Victoria so much. Just the vibe.
No, you don't! We moved last year!
What's your new address?
3707!
Fucking women going rogue, man. Let's go. Oh yeah, she immediately...
Girl!
She immediately throws the thing out of here. Oh my god. Wow, I receive a sponsor for this video, which is usually in the form of a comment. About Sanity Machine, basically. Some conspiracy dude that cares about Soul Trap as his main conspiracy to tackle. Even though he's just a feeling. In the end, all the conspiracies are just feelings, and unless they're like super duper proven, and even if they're proven, they have to be like relatable. So even if like 9/11 is like proven as a conspiracy, it's like, what are you gonna do about it? How are you gonna relate to it? What happens next? You know, because whether it's true or not, right? It was clearly a weird thing to do, to destroy buildings. It was clearly done deliberately for terrorism, and you're not going to be afraid of terrorists, then that's it. But it's not happening. And maybe they wanted to establish like more security for plane travel to deter a lot of people from traveling with planes. Who knows what the actual agenda is? It doesn't have to be negative. So even if you dig with a conspiracy, you might not find a negative problem solver, basically. Or someone doing evil things. You're not gonna find that. You're just gonna find someone trying to deter you from doing stupid things. Who knows, right? Like, if you went into America, it should be very difficult to get out, because you should be able to find a way to live there. It's not a bad place. It has pretty high GDP, you know, gross domestic product and stuff. The highest in the world, I guess. Close to China. Anyways, so, you know, there's this toxic dude on the internet that I was, like, criticizing. And, this guy says, like, oh, people are losing their life to live. But there is hope. You just have to find a Disney Channel. Or Nickelodeon, apparently. And go from there. There's more to it, obviously. I picked Victorious. I fucking own it, okay? For obvious reasons. I own the vibe at least for now. So I'm not gonna give it up. You have to find your own thing. But internet is full of, you know, opportunities. So, you're not supposed to be depressed and spread your cancer around here. It's not gonna go very far anyways. It's just gonna feed back into you, and you will feel like, wow, I did so much good stuff, but it just feeds back to you, so you have energy to do better things. But you will slowly fade out of relevancy. When you put effort into the world, you get stuff in return. The problem is, that stuff might not be very useful to you if you generate it through negativity. If you just generated a bunch of drama and garbage that you can't handle yourself. and the things you say you don't truly believe or have proof of, then it makes it a problem. But I don't want to focus on it. I'm just like, I found a positive viewpoint in my life, and pretty early on, and now I get to laugh at these people and feel sorry for them at the same time. Feel basically emotional towards them, and hope that they will find a way to do exactly what I did. You know, it's very difficult to convince a person and fix their mistakes, but that just makes me more powerful. I'll just keep moving forward, because I need to fix my life first to be able to project the solution to everyone else. And I don't even know where my life is going, and I have and will have plenty of enemies that will try and stop me and whatnot from reaching my goals, but it is what it is. The most easy thing to appreciate is how, like, gradually my level is increasing, and it feels like I can handle everything, even though right now I'm kind of overwhelming myself with work. But I don't have to. I can just dial back and not worry about it. It's difficult, it's stressful, it's definitely hard to keep up with my own desires, but I mean, that's life. It's a lot more boring if I just dial things back to manageable degree. I want things to get out of control a little bit. Then you get to see your mistakes very easily. But let's continue.
Oh, why is she all...
Because it's only 3 days until Trina's birth week.
Her birth week?
You mean her birthday?
Yeah, you don't know my sister. She thinks...
Yeah, sister. That one. Birth week, let's go. And so that's the screenshot for 2000. We have reached it. What a perfect line.
Okay, alright, you got me. What?
I want to show you what I got.
Oh my god. Out of context, let's go. But you don't, no need, man. Why does it have to be so trippy? They're gonna call Ari Monica, dude?
Monica! Monica! Do not die!
Come on, man. Yeah, it's even more trippy because despite being toxic, they're supposed to, like, feed into the role that, wait, what is her name in the... Oh. Jade. Yeah, Jade has to be tamed by Beck. And, it recreates the scene where, like, Jade calls Ari Monica and fucking kills her, basically. It's fucking weird. Well, yeah, it's dark stuff, but we have to move on. Well, Trina has to, like, despite as much as she doesn't like to, has to feed into, you know, the gang. Even though she's, like, not even in the class of Hollywood Arts. She's kind of like the outcast of the group. It's kind of interesting. Interesting dynamic. Interesting force. It's like, what? How did they craft this thing?
Salad? Yes, ma'am. What do you eat? Salad? Sometimes.
Figures.
Yeah, this gets me tripping, all these black women. Despite being invisible. They're fucking walking mountains, man. Holy shit. Yeah. What do you eat is definitely a question. I'm not gonna add racism, but... Can you please fix Ari? Yeah, how was Ari, like, black for, like, 20% of her life? And is not juicy enough, man. Salad. Okay. In this episode, for the first time ever, the outcast girls started looking fucking juice, man. Wow, okay. That was weird and unexpected. Are cars that attractive, man? I thought only men spreading exist. Obviously, the most notorious thing ever.
This doesn't hurt at all.
Well, first of all, she gets grabbed by a black dude. And then,
This doesn't hurt at all.
evolves into Cube Fist Man.
Bonk. Bonk. I'm a cube fist man. Bonk, 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 bonk.
I cannot just be floating around. So I have to insert a little bit of a, you know, gold vibe, I guess. Because we're also talking about Victorious, and Victoria happens to, you know, control the gold stuff. And she also technically is in the council top 25. If we're a little bit too specific, top 14. Very high. Stats. So there's a lot of reasons to talk about certain words that pop up. Especially if the episode is just juiced up with that sort of ideology. Yeah. What is the episode about? Well, Rex gets sucked in, gets damaged, and Victoria actually is forced to pretend that she cares. And a lot of people get sucked in to pretend that they care. You know, to kind of battle against being serious. You know. Oh my god. Thank god I can just pop it up. Interestingly enough, well, Victoria kind of just crashes and allows Fantasy World to take hold and whatnot. So whatever, like, well, Rex is alive again. We have decided. And it's like everyone is like, I don't want to play into this. Fucking dumb. Especially in a hospital environment. That's technically why Ari gets sucked into this crap. Because she was very not serious, you know. And technically Arius is like the opposite of serious. But really, it's quite a question of who's actually serious. Or like, maybe she's seriously trying to just be happy, you know. And, so what does this word even mean? How does it work? So because both Fantasy World and Real Worlds, you can be serious about both of them. You can be serious about taking care of a puppet, or taking care of real problems. So basically there's two types, which technically are always at war with each other. But they don't really have to be. You just need to know how to prioritize. Clearly, serious is a commitment, right? But the biggest commitment you can do to make things even more serious is to follow principles. Also, I want to talk about, you know, the insane asylum experience and how you're treated sometimes. But you treat like that with all sorts of people from all sorts of corners of the world. They're specifically corners. They're not the core of society to treat people seriously, but in the opposite way. So if I care about the fantasy world, people would try to fill in the real world agenda, basically, to try and pull me out. And it's basically a bunch of manipulation going on. Why would people do that? I mean, these are important variables. And there's just evil people who want to break things down simply because they don't agree with it. You know, somehow it makes people just uncomfortable enough, so they want to break it. They want to put Ari and turn her into a box fist man, whatever. It's gonna be a card I will learn the name, don't worry about it. But it pisses me off because like it gets more serious in the real world, where you know, people can stand like good things sometimes. They just want to destroy it because they don't think it's like helpful or whatever. Yeah, just like plenty of people shit on, you know, Disney and other stuff. It's Illuminati, guys. Yeah, Illuminati, light. While you sit in darkness and whine all day and complain and you know, resist the urges. No fap. Join that community. I'm sure it'll have a lot of fun. Just protecting yourself from your desires, you know. It's like whatever. As long as it's legal, I'm pretty sure nothing bad can happen to you. When it's illegal, then you have to take it seriously and think about it of why it's illegal and, well, remember that reason. You can't just say to yourself that something is illegal and all of a sudden you will act accordingly. You will commit to the rule just because the word illegal is attached to it. You have to figure out the reason behind it. It's a very important process. So you don't do immoral things, because that's what reasonable is all about. And it doesn't matter how much you fight something, you must try and understand. You must be serious about understanding things. Understanding your environment is the only way you're gonna adapt. If you are serious about it. If you're scared, you have to be serious about the things you're scared about. You know, you have to focus on things that bother you. It's just a natural response. And you have to also be, well, careful when you're being serious, because you don't want to hurt other people. And again, you don't want to manipulate. If they like being in a fantasy world, you can't pull them into the real world and mock them. I haven't touched a girl. Wow. I mean, held a girl's hand. Or hugged a girl. I want to stay away from that shit, because people are being way, way too serious about the real world. They're way too serious, and they might find it very interesting of why. Why did that not happen? I cannot answer that question either very easily. I need other people's feedback who know the real world, and they can answer me. Why is that never happening? You know, why did I just shut down after school when school is just an abusive experience anyways? So all of a sudden there's a whole you know, baggage of mystery to solve, and you should be excited. You should be serious about it. And again, not try to invade with your fucking ideology. If it's a completely different world with different rules, well, you can't be serious if you change your environment and all of a sudden rules change, but you still do your own garbage. That is also just disrespectful and will get you in trouble. Mockery is technically a very negative thing you can do to people, because you're just actively disliking them and whatever experience they hold, or lack of experience, often enough. And, or just, you know, someone has a lack of experience but still tries to do something that usually ends up in mockery. But if you focus on that, again, on being negative and mean to someone, like, you're wasting your ability to be serious. Now you just, I guess you don't want to be serious anymore. You better have a good reason for that. I'm a little bit skeptical if that works exactly this way, so I need an example, right? But, like, imagine what happens to your brain if, like, you mocking someone is like, you can't take this seriously. You're never gonna get this, you know? You're never gonna achieve that skill. You're never gonna be a box fist man. So if you're mocking some, like, you're never gonna be a billionaire, you're never gonna love Ariana Grande. We'll see about that. So you're wasting your ability to take something seriously, because now it's going to be a lot harder to come back. You will have to apologize, and it's very difficult to apologize, but you have to recraft your ability to grasp reality, otherwise you will just lose your mind when something unexpected happens over and over again, something that you mocked for so long that you can't believe anymore. That's why it's so difficult to be serious. After a bunch of mockery happens. Better be reasonable with that one. I mock people who have terrible avatars and make terrible decisions. There are things you can hate and dislike. You obviously have to present an alternative of what you would like, and the fact that you're completely confused and don't know why someone would do such a stupid thing. So mockery is fine. And again, people accuse me of me being toxic, but I have to be toxic to toxic people so they fucking understand how mirrors look like. You know, they see their own reflection for the first time in forever of all the stupid decisions they have made in life. I wish I could have a reflection, but I mean, I have. My body kind of is low quality, let's put it that way. But it's not my reflection, it's literally a reflection of the rest of society. At least 50%. And everything I try to survive with, just survival alone makes me, you know, very, very happy. I don't need a mirror. I can see exactly what I'm doing, because I'm doing a lot of things. Alright? I just don't know the impact of it. And I'm shutting down a lot of people and their stupidity. Anyways, so that's the serious talk, alright? I hope you enjoyed that one. We're gonna go back to doing the stuff, but we had to, you know, slow down, because again, it's a mystery of why Cat was not, like, released to calm us down, of like how would you rescue her? That's a very big question mark just left unanswered. It's kind of crazy. And sad, I don't know. Oh, and the final thing is that if you don't take things seriously, like if Ariana lands in my land and finds a lot of empty space to occupy, and falls in love with that, if you can't take that seriously, you'll be booted out, because you'll be baggage to the rest of us, right? You're just gonna complain and dislike a bunch of shit of like, why are these changes happening? Who are these people? Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. I don't even want to focus on that. But I know that's very possible and very likely. And someone's gonna do it, alright? If something is possible, one of the normies is gonna poke their heads out. Just for the sake of trying. Because they're so courageous. Like, if you have a pool of normies, every single normie is gonna try a different thing when opportunity presents itself. So you know it's gonna happen. Any feeling you have is just, you know, it's gonna be recreated by someone else. That's how I sat in the classroom. I just sat there, and I'm like, I don't need to ask any questions. Someone else is gonna do it. It's a little bit of a shit move. I understand. I'm a shy dude back in my day. But in the classroom environment, I didn't give a fuck. I wasn't really serious about learning things because they were not that interesting to begin with. You know, so it is a different question of like, why should you not be serious in the class? Well, you should be serious in spending quality time. Alright? Especially when you're stuck. And goddamn it, school is a very sticky situation. So, how do you survive school? Well, it's a completely different topic. Alright? Completely different bullshit. Alright? We just talked about how to be serious. And we have to continue now. Wow. What a combination of Ari plus Victoria. Turning something into gold and magic at the same time. High quality gold, I guess. It does feel like Ari is the only one kind of bringing the fantasy world. Just allowing to get loose.
Wagga-fuffles. Wagga, 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 wag your fuffle left and right. Wagga, 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 wag your fuffle day and night.
Shut
What?
up.
Rex told me to shut up.
Yes, thank you, Rex.
Yeah. Oh my god, it's the broken glass moment. Oh my god. But I need to wash my hair. It's too distracting. Like, it's so crazy to see Ari linked to Victorious by 23 times. Victoria barely by 9. Jeanette again represents the guys and Outcast, I guess. 10 points. And the rest not really existent. Only Ari takes the spotlight easily. It's crazy. Except this time Victoria, for the second time, gets a nice outfit. Always wears pants. Such an insult to humanity, man. But I understand. Now Victoria, flaunting on Instagram and not black and white like Ari. I guess Ari's now serious for all the pain and hurt that happened in her fantasy world over time. See, that's as sexy as it gets. But, maybe we're not gonna get to see anything, but it's pretty good stuff. What's hiding behind those suits, alright?
Hi, kids.
Oh my god, she's broccoli. No! No! Don't say hi, you don't deserve. I love this so much.
Crazy, but have I told you lately that I love you? You're the only reason that I'm not afraid to fly. And it's crazy.
Oh my god. God damn, this is the most awkward sequence I've ever seen, bro. This is awkward into awkward. Into awkward. So, Victoria gets to see her boyfriend that they broke up 1 year ago. But now it's Ara's boyfriend. And there's the awkward sequence of them figuring things out, I guess. And being awkward about it while they do that. Into this. And that.
Yeah. Okay.
But you think you can escape. You think you can escape from this one. It's not easy, man. There's Dan Schneider in the third corner.
Feel it.
There you go. There you go, boys.
Like a clown.
What the fuck?
Yeah, but what kind of meat is it made of?
I don't know what's going on in this episode, man. This is a really weird one.
The hot cheese fountain?
And obviously, like, it's the most sexually charged episode ever, and it's like, what the fuck is going on? It's like fucking zombie apocalypse, man. We're only halfway there. Oh my god, this is gonna be terrifying. It's a good ending, though, for this episode. Except we haven't finished the goddamn season. We're like episode 12 out of 20. Jesus Christ.
Okay, guys, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Yeah, it gets so weird and twisted and ridiculous. Do it, guys.
Open the door.
But it does feel like there's the dark side of, like, now everything revolves around Ari and she gets a boyfriend. And then now she becomes so clingy and, like, fucking upset about it. And wants to control the situation. So basically her fantasy world is more like a trap. Very well crafted trap. Very What?
Whoa!
You all look awful.
What happened?
Yeah, bad things happen, man. If you're not ready for good feelings, man. This makes me a little bit nervous, seeing that the massive heels. Oh my god, what the fuck? How did Kat's chair turned around? What kind of bullshit is that?
That's the issue here.
All of a sudden, am I teleporting to a strip club? What the fuck? I may never understand what this means. Does that spell something? That would be crazy, man.
I want to be a unicorn.
This is a very interesting acting game, right? They have to stay in the character or they get kicked out. Man, this is some interesting shit. This could be fucking like something, TV show, man. Reality show. Oh man. I'm telling you, the fucking Victoria just blows my mind sometimes. So it's always a mystery who's gonna be the first one to fall. And obviously, the teacher has perished. No, it was a trick.
Okay?
Who's there?
It's Robbie.
You
Robbie's out. He was defeated by broken glass. Let's go. Let's see one more time, man.
Come here! Time to die!
Oh, man. This is so stupid. Yeah, Kat got eliminated because she always needs a boyfriend, apparently.
Where are you headed?
I'm going with some guys to see the Waxy.
I'll go with you to see the Wild Dogs play at the Moxie. I'll go right now.
Cat! You just broke character.
Yay! Bye, everyone. I'll be at the Moxie.
Oh my god. She doesn't even care. And Andre broke character because, well, he's black. So he attracts other black people who have a lot of questions to ask of, like, why acting all white and stuff and you're pregnant? And running marathons, you know. We're not supposed to be scared, alright? There's no racism anymore. No racism, bitch. Well, Jade breaks character because, she was very careless. Technically, was a
Tray
trick, I
of
guess.
quesadillas from the kitchen?
Well, I wouldn't mind it. Oh!
and gets burned, gets very angry, and has to leave because she knows what happens. Man, that's deep. I don't know how to translate it, to be honest. I guess she doesn't care until the consequences start to pile up, and then it's like, okay, I know I can't hold it. I know this is too much for me. Yeah. That's a psychotic way of dealing with things, you know? Like, you're happy, you put up a smile, and you don't care what happens again, as I've said. Until consequences. Until you know what happens. And you don't like it anymore. There's a very weird part of this, you know, serious episode, yeah? And, where they just start gathering in Tori's house. Ugh. Because it makes no sense to me. It's fucking creepy.
It's hilarious.
She's
Maybe it's some kind of... No, it's just twisting my mind, bro. I can't even theorize, because this makes no sense.
Winger?
Yeah, she's hilarious.
She's dying!
Well, it doesn't make sense unless you think about it as some kind of nonsense, basically. Ugh, the fucking hell.
By Kevin McRaisenberg.
Wait.
This method acting exercise is becoming tedious.
Yeah, now I have the two most competitive ones. Interesting. Then Schneider shows up.
Hey, go for it.
Have you ever seen a carnivorous wildebeest romanette about Dan Schneider walking...
What? Oh my god. What?
Police officer!
Why was there Dan Schneider in there, in that sentence?
You broke character! You lost! I am a police officer, and I am victorious!
Yay! That is the ending for this episode, I guess. Unless I have some stupid thing to say. Oh yeah, the question is, why would Beck break character, right? When he wakes up. He just forgets, right? I guess what happened is he didn't stop and think. He just like went in there and said stuff without thinking about it. As if he doesn't even like look around and care where he is and what he's doing.
Hey, what time is it?
Here's a list of words we could learn in the following up episodes, but now I have to wrap it up somehow.
Stuck here looking at the clock, going crazy 'cause I'm waiting for the bell to ring. Should be happy, but I'm not.
I mean, sure, it's just, I've heard the ring bell, but now it's interesting, what are you gonna say now? Ah, yes, the question is like, why would Victoria be victorious, though? But that's kind of like stupid thing, it's script, that part is like coincidence. Scripted, man. Police. But it's interesting how big of a superpower it is to create a character and stay in that character, because it's probably going to be different from your personality. That is a superpower, guys. This is supposed to be taken seriously. Alright, bye.